Scorpio, to your December Astro Dice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, let's see. Best messages. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Let's see what's going on. Best message coming out, please. Using only one of the 12 houses, please tell us what the important house is of the month. And this reading is going straight to the 7th house. Some Libra energy with some Jupiter coming out. Love it. Okay, so having that Jupiter coming out is your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. Some Libra energy. This energy is diplomatic, gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in your relationships. Going straight into the 7th house. 7th house is the area of your life that's about long-term significant partners, romance, business, or family. I like the 7th house. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on. Well, look at that. I love the Jupiter coming in. It is Sagittarius season right now. Jupiter is Sagittarius ruling planet. So I just love how it's saying, you know what, let's get in here. Let's get in with this self-belief. Let's get in with this luck. Let's be courageous about the situation. And getting straight into the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Talking about that relationship. Finding the balance. Positive movement forward. So you're going to find that there is some positive movement forward in the very beginning of the month. You know, even if it isn't the greatest positive movement, maybe it's not exactly the positive movement that you want, but that it's showing that there is positive movement. So you do have the calmer waters around you. So if you did feel like the end of the month, last month was a little more turbulent, you are going to find the beginning of the month starting to calm down. Starting to calm down in that area and becoming very aware of the situation. With the Magician coming out over here, it's talking about, you know what, it's a time for magic. It's time for the awareness. It's time to take action. Allowing yourself to see beyond, right, what is going on within the situation. And time for manifesting as well. When it comes to that, you might even have a lot of not only the awareness but rethinking situations, right? This could cause a lot of flexibility, right, that you can look at where you felt like there was inconveniences and delays within this situation. You might even be able to find detours to the situation with the Magician over here. But it is but it's saying I'm still going to stand my ground. So I'm still going to stand my ground within this situation, no matter how calm those waters are. I'm still going to feel like, I have my guard up a little, which makes sense, especially because it's showing that, there was some negativity. There was some turbulent waters last month, right? No longer, but they are settling. But that is definitely going to make you want to contemplate the situation. But yet I do see you standing your ground. Hey, you know what? Calm down all you want, but what if, right? I don't know how long that's going to last. I'm not going to completely, let you have all my ground over here. And I'm building a barrier around yourself. Okay, let's see what's going on. Positive movement forward. Clarifying on the situation. Yeah, there was some kind of destructive behavior, codependency, toxicity, just some kind of attachment to this situation, which made it turbulent. Right? There could have been just some restrictions, things that are going on within the situation with the awareness that says, you know what, yeah, 5 of Wands, there was a lot of conflict, but understanding that now this conflict and these disagreements are smoothing out. Where you had lots of tension, lots of strife, you're going to find things smoothing themselves out. Okay, so yes, but you're going to stand your ground and be still a little stubborn about the situation. That's you being a little stubborn about the situation. And that could also be because of all this rigid situation that was going on. There could have been a lot of manipulation or a lack of discipline on their side. However it is, you're saying, nope, I'm still in control of the situation. You can see me as stubborn all you want, but I'm not going to completely let this go. I have to, stand over here with my arms crossed, right? I would love to, I would love to have seen Four of Pentacles over here because that's literally saying I'm in control and, I've got this. Okay, so, but that's fine. Same thing, right? It's just saying that you're not going to let them walk on you. I've got a wall up. Going straight to the mid-month. Loving it. Okay, mid-month over here, you have fulfillment of wishes in their situation, whatever is going on over here. So somewhere within this 7th house, you're going to feel like you have a fulfillment of wishes. You do feel like your magician. Well, look at that. You have the magician coming in. So whatever you're manifesting when it comes to the 7th house of your significant partners, romance, business, family, however it is, you are going to feel like this is more fulfilling. I actually think you're going to take your guard down. Patience. Patience was all that was really needed. In the mid-month, you're going to find your patience is better, right? You're going to find that, you know what, I do feel, see, you're standing your ground, but I do feel you're going to let your guard down a little bit more when you start realizing, you know what, it's not becoming turbulent. They're, they're doing okay. This whole situation in 7th house is okay. Everything's going back, to where it needs to be, right? So you're finding yourself more patient with them, more patient within the situation as things are coming on, feeling like you are moving on from the situation, that this situation has had its time, it had its role, and now I'm doing what I want to do. Moving on might even be the fulfillment of your wishes as you are actually leaving this relationship, right? You found your patience, you found what it is you need. Maybe you needed money to move. However it is, everybody's story is different. Just take it how it resonates with you. Okay, but you're moving on from this situation. Okay, this is the same as the 6 of Swords. Okay, you found the clarity and the understanding of what it is you need, and you have the patience to do so. Okay, however that move on is. It might just be, I'm leaving this situation behind because the waters are turbulent, or I'm actually leaving them because I actually got what I really, really need. I'm so glad they're not up my butt anymore, right? Because I really just want to get out of this situation, right? So however it is, it feels a lot more peaceful and it's a little more harmony, right? This is the harmony I'm looking for, okay? This is the harmony I'm looking for. Okay. Fulfillment of wishes is the 9 of Cups. So it's pretty much, you know what, it's what I need. This is what I needed. I needed the peace. I needed all of this, okay, for myself. Why? Yes, because you were at your last stance. Overwhelmed within the situation, in a very defensive mode. There it is, standing your ground, feeling like you're kind of in a defensive mode. I'm just not going to do that, right? But now in the mid-month, you're saying, right, finding the inner peace. I don't feel like, I'm persistently over here having to stand my ground so much. So it's kind of like my last stand is over. I feel like I have my 9 of Cups. My wishes come true. I have the satisfaction that I was looking for. 9 of Cups is satisfaction. Satisfaction guaranteed. What I needed. What I've been waiting for. With the patience over here is because of the 3 of Wands. I am moving on. Moving on and progressing from this situation. Okay? You have the foresight and the understanding of what is going on, and that so it brings in the patience. Once you can clearly see what's going on within the situation and kind of watch and see if that turbulent water is coming back, you definitely know you're progressing. So you definitely can feel like you're going back to what it is you really, truly need, right? You're progressing towards a place of openness and the peace for yourself. Okay? Finding that peace. I love that. And there it is, moving on to the peace. Hope, a hopeful place. Feeling a place where you feel more rejuvenated, a place where you feel more faithful, a place where you're feeling this just a source of joy and happiness, right? And that things are coming together in a place of calmness. Star card is a beautiful card because it also talks about calm, patience, calmness, right? Feeling extra hopeful about the people in your life and how you're connecting with them and how you're connecting with yourself. Knowing that whatever you're doing over here and how you're moving on is the way you want to move on. It's not something that feels forced. It's something that you wanted to do. It's something you wished to happen. Going straight into the end of the month. Getting on to that Christmas time, the end of the month over here. Going straight into Christmas. Show us that Christmas season. That holiday season for everyone, please. The end of the month, please. Having disruption. Ooh, got a tower moment coming. So if you definitely feel like you have a tower coming at the end of the month, there will be a tower. But you know what, guys? The tower is definitely going to be needed when it comes to these partnerships and alliances. The tower is the only way that you can actually have something really, truly change for you. Everybody wants to see the tower and be like, oh my God, the whole world's going to die. No, actually, it's the awareness and the understanding. It's the only way that you can break free from old habits, old things, old routines, old people, old things that no longer serve you. Without that tower, if we didn't have those towers and these disruptions, we would be stuck in cycles. We would hate life. Things would never change, right? You want that intervention of the universe to come in and say, I strike this down. This is not good for you. I am done. Or you need to make that tower. So whether or not it's you making this tower or the universe making this tower, it needs to be done. It's the only way change really can happen. Without the tower, we can't have transformation. Without transformation, we can't have towers. Sometimes it's one way or the other. Think about it. Did you have a death card, then comes the tower? Or did you see what I'm saying? Or are you going to have the tower, then the death card? Any way you want to see it. You don't want to be stuck in cycles. So the disruption is actually for the partnerships and alliance. It's for that. It's so that you can get your heart's desires, your overall desire. So you're moving on and you're moving away from the situation. You know this is going to cause some kind of tower. One way or another, you see that tower is going to probably come, right? However it is. Some kind of emotional conversation can come through, and boom, that strikes the whole thing down, right? And it's not always war, chaos, destruction. It's more than likely, most towers are usually an awareness of things that are falling apart. And you have no control over this. That's what it means, right? It's the falling away, something you cannot control. It's because you feel like you had worked, you worked hard. This is the completion. The tower is saying you worked hard. Here's your completion. It's all done. You took on your extra responsibility. You put on way more than you needed. And Spirit says, here, it's done. I don't want this going on anymore. It's unhealthy. You found your patience. You found everything you need. But with this inner awareness that's going to actually happen as well, you're going to see the extra hard work. You're going to be aware of, you know what? I did move more sticks than it was necessary for me to move. How come you didn't move 5 of those? How come I'm moving all 10? And even though you may have noticed this, even though you already know this, or thought this is the revelation of, you know what, I'm right. That did happen. It wasn't just in my head, see what I'm saying? It wasn't just a thought, it was true. Partnerships and alliances, in the energy and the passion, inspired action, right? Impulsive behavior coming. And I do feel like you could be dealing with some kind of Sagittarius, Leo, or some kind of Aries, whether it's you who's coming out very impulsive, who says, you know what, this is the way things are going to be done, because this is the way things are, or whether or not they're going to come at you impulsive, right? Asking you questions. I just feel this is asking questions. They want to know what's going on within the situation. The end of the month, they want to know. But there's also this kind of like fearless energy going on over here, where I just feel like you're taking on that fearless energy as they're coming at you. You're like, no. This is not going to happen. Okay. You can talk all you want to talk, but this is not going to happen. I do feel like some of you are dealing with some kind of fire sign. There is definitely some self-confidence that's going on around you, right? You are in this self-confident mode, but you do feel like this person is very selfish. I'm sorry. It is. And I do believe it's them. Because you are taking on all the extra responsibilities. You have somebody coming in that I do believe, could be very impulsive about the situation. But you also have to understand that this is also a very selfish person. And you can definitely see this within this, situation. They're being very selfish. That's where the tower is coming in. Why are they being selfish? Because you were supposed to move these 5 wands and I moved them all. I'm doing everything this month. So, you know, even if it's just a light fight within a relationship and you're married, you're going to see that your person at the end of the month could be very selfish. Maybe at Thanksgiving you see the same thing. Let's just say, for instance, here's a great example. For those of you in the United States who do, you know, Thanksgiving, we can say, I did all the Thanksgiving dinner. I did it. And I wanted you to help me pick up, you know, do the dishes, help me pick up. You didn't do nothing. You felt it was all my job. You didn't want to help me with a hand. Now you're finding out throughout the month, right? I'm calmed down. I let it go. But now they're doing the same shit at Christmas. I made this Christmas dinner. I'm doing all this work and you won't help me do anything. This is what causes the tower. This is, you see what I'm saying? This is because now you're seeing it's going to make you kind of explode again. Right when everything got calm and everything was cool in the very beginning of the month, it's like they're doing the same shit again. Sorry, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so you're going to have a lot of discernment and a lot of reflection when it comes to the situation. There's the tower again. So your desire is going to have this sudden change. It's going to have this awakening to the situation because you're going to say, oh my God, and it's happening again. So now I'm going to open my mouth. I'm going to say something about the situation. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. This is probably going to cause a fight. For a lot of you, it's actually going to make you go into a kind of a hermit mode. You're going to say what needs to be said. You're going to, you know, you're going to say something. They're going to come at you very impulsive. And then where you're going to feel the hopes and reaching out, you just feel like you have to release all this worry that everything's going to go through. You do have the Two of Cups, though. So the partnership and the mutual attraction will subside. It does look like everything's going to go. Yeah, but you still have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it just feels like you have to break these cycles with this loved one. This is a negative phase, and it does feel like it's some kind of just cycle that just keeps going on. It's almost like every time there's something that has to go on where you need to put your hand in to help me, I'm doing it all by myself, and they're not wanting to break this cycle. So you're going to see it all again. So it's going to leave you once again in isolation, distancing yourself away. So where you felt like everything is going great, moving on from that, there it goes again. Wow. What are they doing? I just see a lot of selfishness to the situation. They just really don't want to get out there and help out. They just don't want to give out a helping hand. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.